says, I saw in the visions of the night, behold, with the clouds of the heaven, one like a man. It's actually Bar Inasha. Bar Inash in Aramaic. Bar Inash. We say Barnasha. Coming, clouds of heaven coming, and he came up to the Ancient of Days and was brought before him. Okay, now read it for us, because you're going to see it. It's not man, it's son of man. Bar Inash. Bar Inasha.
והוא עם ענני שמיעה כבר אנש.
See, Bar Anash.
It doesn't say
Bar.
Kebar.
Kebar means like. Ke means like.
Yeah.
At the same time, Daniel had a vision of a mysterious figure, later referred to as the Son of Man, Bar Inash. The phrase Son of Man clearly points to the Messiah. A deep study of the entire message of the Bible affirms this belief. Hello everyone. In this video we will explore how a Jew comes to understand the divine nature of the Son of Man in Daniel 7:13. However, in this video we will also look at how this verse is understood in Christian apologetics, specifically by Mr. Shamounian, who clearly argues that the Son of Man coming with the clouds refers to the divine nature of the Messiah. He connects this Son of Man to Jesus Christ, who not only claimed to fulfill this prophecy, but also demonstrated his divine authority. Now let's take a moment to watch this Christian-Jewish dialogue video.
Like that, the Messiah is not God, so...
Okay, well, let's see if that's true. Daniel 7:13 and 14. This is one we use. It says, I saw in the visions of the night, behold, with the clouds of the heaven, one like a man. It's actually Bar Inasha. Bar Inash in Aramaic. Bar Inash. We say Barnasha. Coming, clouds of heaven coming, and he came up to the Ancient of Days and was brought before him. Okay, now read it for us, because you're going to see it. It's not man, it's son of man. Bar Inash. Bar Inasha.
והוא עם ענני שמיעה כבר אנש.
See, Bar Anash.
It doesn't say
Bar.
Kebar.
Kebar means like. Ke means like.
Yeah, like.
But Bar Inash, Barnasha in modern Assyrian, Bar Inash means son of Inash, son of man. Kebar means like a son of man. And he gave him, the Ancient of Days gave him dominion and glory in the kingdom, and all peoples, nations shall serve him. Now notice this son of man, Ke Barinash, one like a son of man. Barinash means son of man. His dominion is an eternal dominion, which will not be removed, and his kingdom one which will not be destroyed. Now notice, he rules forever over all peoples, but they will serve him. Now what's the Aramaic for serve? I'm sorry, this was the verse.
בלילה שלטן ויקר במלכו, וכל עממיה ומיה, ולשנאה לה יפלחון שלטן עולם. Oh, so he's the ruler of the world, or...
Yeah, and all peoples will serve him. It says nations will serve him. What's that word, if you can see it? Because say it and I'll tell you.
די לא יעדיו מלכותה, די לא תתחבל. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it should be, in Aramaic, it comes from pilach. Yipelechun.
Oh, yipelchun, yeah.
Yeah, yipelchun. Yipelchun from pilach. Yipelchun, they will all, yipelchun, serve him, right?
Yeah, serve or praise or...
Okay, but this word yipelchun is used in Daniel for the service given only to God.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Here. Daniel 7:27, buddy. And the kingdom and the dominion and the greatness of the kingdoms under all the heavens will be given to the people only once. Its kingdoms is a perpetual kingdom, and all dominions will serve and obey. Well, holy ones, okay. Now here, the word is Elyonin. It will be given to the Most High. Elyonin. Elyonin is the Most High. You'll see, and one will be given to him, right?
תחות כל שמיעה יהבת לעם קדישי עליונין מלכות עולם וכל שלטניה לה יפלחון וישתמעון. Yeah.
Elyonin, that's the high, that's God. How do I know? Elyonin is God because he's mentioned here in Daniel 7:25, the Most High. The Elyonin, the high ones, holy ones, it's actually the Most High. That's him. So they give Yipilchun to the Most High, right? Because the Most High is the highest ones, plural.
Yeah,
You see?
and to the Son of Man.
Oh, Son of Man gets Yipilchun, right?
Yeah, also him.
But now notice who the Son of Man is. Look, watch. Now watch Rashi. Who is one like a man?
The Messiah.
Wow. So he agrees with the Christians. This is Messiah. Look what he says here. Read it for us.
Well, yeah, it says the person who's being spoken here is the King Messiah.
So Rashi says the Son of Man who rides the clouds and is worshipped forever is King Messiah. And now, who could Jesus claim to be? They accuse him of blasphemy, but he kept silent and did not answer. Again, the high priest was questioning him and said to him, "Are you the Christ, the Son of the Blessed One?" And Jesus said, "I am, and you shall see the Son of Man sitting at the right hand of the power and coming with the clouds of heaven." So Jesus says, "I'm the Messiah, that Son of Man that rides the clouds of heaven, and I sit at the right hand of the power."
The background of Daniel's vision above concerns events that will take place during the course of world history. This spans from the Babylonian Empire, the Medo-Persian Empire, the Greek Macedonian Empire, to the Roman Empire, including all Western forms of government. At the same time, Daniel had a vision of a mysterious figure, later referred to as the Son of Man, Bar Enash. The phrase Son of Man clearly points to the Messiah. A deep study of the entire message of the Bible affirms this belief. In the Gospels, Jesus frequently referred to himself as the Son of Man, Matthew 8:20, 9:6, 19:28, John 12:23. This relates to his incarnation on earth as a human. Jesus' frequent use of this title for himself demonstrates that it was well known among the Jews. No one questioned who the Son of Man was, because they understood that the title Jesus used for himself was a Messianic title, whether they believed Jesus was the Son of Man or not. In this verse, Jesus literally quotes the prophecy from Daniel, "The Son of Man will come on the clouds of heaven." By speaking these words, Jesus affirms Daniel's prophecy about the Son of Man who holds dominion over everything. This title also reveals two aspects of the Messiah's identity. The title Son of Man seems to point to his human nature, but it is clear that the Son of Man has authority beyond that of a mere human. Jewish rabbis also addressed the Son of Man in Messianic discussions. In the Babylonian Talmud, Tractate Sanhedrin 96b, it is written, Rabbi Nahman said to Rabbi Ishak, "Have you heard when Bar Nifli, the son of the cloud, will come?" Rabbi Ishak replied, "Who is Bar Nifl?" Rabbi Nahman responded, "The Messiah." Rabbi Ishak said, "You call the Messiah the son of the cloud?" He answered, "Yes, because it is written, 'On that day I will rebuild the fallen tabernacle of David.'" Amos 9:11. Literally, the term Bar Nifl means son of the fall, referring to the son who will restore the fallen kingdom of David and establish an eternal rule over all nations. This view was common among Jews in Jesus' time, who awaited the Messiah to restore the kingdom of Israel. Acts 1:6. Pirkei Mashiach. Beth HaMidrash 370 writes, "Now let us praise the Messiah who will come with the clouds of heaven, and 2 seraphim will be on his right and left, as it is written, 'Behold, the Son of Man is coming with the clouds of heaven.'" Daniel 7:13. A cloud symbolizes the glory of God. In the Old Testament, God's presence is often accompanied by clouds of glory. Deuteronomy 33:26, Isaiah 19:1. The Messiah's arrival in the clouds signals his divine nature. No human, even the greatest prophets of the Old Testament, is described with such grandeur and glory as the Messiah. Among some Jewish rabbis, due to their anti-Christian stance, they obscure this fact and claim that the Son of Man in Daniel 7 does not refer to the Messiah, but to the nation of Israel. However, this view has been refuted by Aphrahat, a 4th-century Assyrian church theologian, in his book Demonstration 5:21. Has the nation of Israel received such a kingdom from the Most High? Or did those people come on the clouds? Therefore, Jewish rabbis were not unfamiliar with the concept of a divine Messiah. This understanding is rooted in the Old Testament texts, which were further developed by the rabbis. They understood that in one aspect, the Messiah would be fully human, a descendant of David. However, in another aspect, the rabbis were astonished by the statements in the Tanakh regarding the Messiah's divinity.
So why are Christians accused of lying that Daniel 7, 13, 14 is about Messiah, when Jesus claimed to be Messiah, who's that Son of Man, when the rabbis admit that Daniel 7 is about the Messiah?
I don't know.
Exactly. That's not what they're going to tell you, my friend.
No, they said that it can't be Jesus. I don't know.
Okay, well, let's say, we'll put that aside. Is Daniel 7 about Messiah? Yes.
Yes.
But this Messiah rides the clouds of heaven. If he's only human, how does he ride the clouds of heaven? Because that's what God does. Hashem does in the Old Testament. He rides the clouds of heaven. I'll show you that. And if he's only human, why is he served forever like the Most High?
Well, he's divine then, but...
Oh, you got it. So then why is Jesus condemned for blasphemy, or Christians accused of lying for saying that Son of Man that Daniel saw, he's more than a man, he's divine, he rides the clouds of heaven, he rules forever, he's worshipped, and Jesus claimed to be that Son of Man?